Welcome to this next video in exploring Dovid Hamelech's Shar LaHashem. This video is actually a pivotal spot in the transition in being able to accept and deal with challenges at the moment. There's quite a bit in this video, including a way of using the first two steps. When I review them, I explain how they can be used at the moment, in addition to providing 4 techniques in how to be able to deal with the challenge at the moment. In order that you are able to use this video multiple times, I am putting in transitions between each of those techniques. And if you are watching this on YouTube, there will be ability to jump to the spot based upon the scrub line that you will find here at the bottom of this video. Otherwise, if you're watching it on Vimeo, I will just include the transition spots in the comments below. Thank you very much, and please enjoy this next video. We are finally ready to answer the question: how do we deal with challenging situations at the time of challenge? This that I'm experiencing today is from Hashem, and it is wondrous in our eyes. This is a pivotal moment in our abilities to deal with these challenges. But first, let's do a quick review, because we need the foundations of the prior 2 steps, both emotionally and conceptually, in order to be successful in this 3rd step. I can be able to look back in the past and see the challenges that I had, and then see the hashgacha pratis that Hashem saved us. And Hashem is the one who saved me, often in remarkable or even miraculous ways, if we can look at it that way. So this helps us both emotionally and conceptually. Emotionally, if we are feeling down, particularly at a time of challenge, being able to recall the good times, or even better, to recall the bad times, and see how they ended up being resolved, and Hashem's revealing His hand can be an uplifting emotion. And conceptually, to learn how to reframe a negative thing and see it in its proper perspective. And not only was it something that ended up being allowing us to see Hashem, but it even made us stronger. It even gave us the ability to do things that we couldn't have done before, opportunities that we didn't have before, is the 2nd step. We can see that which was despised became the cornerstone for our growth. Again, emotionally, it can help us feel a little bit lighter, a little bit more positive. And conceptually, we need to reframe. It really helps us reframe what looks as negative as really being something that brings about growth. But now at the moment of challenge, let's split that into 2 parts. Let's look at the 2nd part first. There are many books that have been written and many programs that focus on this concept of בענינו, being able to realize that there will be opportunities that will present themselves that will only be available if you stay aware of it, if you stay positive, you stay looking for those options. If you're defeated and you give up, then it's over. Or if you're depressed and stuck in bed, you won't be able to seize those opportunities. Being able to say that I know that there will be something, and I'm looking and waiting and anticipating what can happen now, is the secret for many people's successes. And like I said, many programs and books will use that, and that itself is motivating to deal with a challenge. But when you take the first half of that sentence, we really supercharge that concept, because we say it's not just chance, and that there will be opportunities, and now I can seize them if they come, but I know that they will come, because this is all from Hashem. And if I'm here in this world and I'm experiencing it, Hashem is helping me and created this in order that I can grow from it as I've done in the past, then there will be an opportunity that will come and I'll be able to seize that. But there's another level. Me'ez Hashem Hoysa Zois really helps, and that is we often are our worst enemies. We often have voices in our heads that knock us down, and we allow ourselves to feel worse because of what those voices say. Perhaps we feel, I am undeserving of divine intervention. Perhaps we feel, perhaps I'm deserving of punishment because of bad deeds that I may have done in the past. Maybe something I did as an adult, maybe something as I did as a child, maybe something I did in a prior lifetime. But those voices knock us down and make us feel either undeserving or perhaps deserving of punishment. Perhaps there are other voices that make us very concerned about how people will look at us. What will people say if they see that I have a child that went off the derech? What will people say if I'm no longer financially stable? What will people say? What will I say about myself? How do I judge myself? All sorts of thoughts of judgment that can truly grind a person to the ground. Or many others. The answer is Me'ez Hashem Hoyso Zois. This happened because Hashem is making it happen. It's not that I'm undeserving and I'm not worthy of divine intervention. The opposite. This whole thing is happening because I'm worthy and deserving of divine intervention. That it's happening to me because Hashem is going to help me, lift me up. And if it's because I deserve punishment, and I'm getting this, it's only because I deserve atonement that I'm getting it, or I'm deserving an opportunity to recreate myself, that this is happening. Depending if you're Litvish or Hasidish, how you want to reframe that feeling of deserving punishment. I don't deserve punishment. Either atonement or opportunities or growth. And if I'm concerned about judgment and how people will look at me, Me'ez Hashem Hoysa Zois. Hashem is doing this. If anything, it's something I should feel proud of. If we look historically at all of our Torah giants, starting from the Avos or even Adam Rishon, who had children who did terrible things, and they had children who went off the derech, and that was something that was Me'ez Hashem. They had sickness. They had infertility for dozens of years. That was Me'ez Hashem. They had sickness and old age, and that was Me'ez Hashem. There were holocausts that destroyed the world, but there were people that were able to rebuild it afterwards because Me'ez Hashem Hoysa Zois. So we need to use Me'ez Hashem as a way of reframing all of those ideas, to answer the voices in our heads that try to knock us down, or we knock ourselves down, and say, Me'ez Hashem Hoysa Zois, we are deserving of Hashem because we're experiencing this. We are deserving of help because Hashem is doing this. And this is going to help us become greater or better because Me'ez Hashem Hoysa Zois. So we need to reframe it. In our current experience, if I have to watch my child who was perfectly healthy, I have to be able to say, Me'ez Hashem Hoysa Zois, and there will be opportunities and growth and madrigas that he will be able to achieve that he was not able to do so before so. Another way that I reframe things is I tell myself that the reason why I'm experiencing this is a preparation for something great in the future. Even if I don't know what it is, there is the future that Hashem is preparing me for. And He must have something very important for me to do. That will be very challenging. This approach has been compared to that of a butterfly as it breaks out of its cocoon. The butterfly needs to struggle and to push and to break out of the cocoon in order for it to fully develop. The actual fight, effort of pushing through the walls of the cocoon cause the butterfly to emit the right amount of chemicals and strength into the wings, which then, as the butterfly hangs upside down, again allows gravity to assist the whole process of the butterfly forming properly so that it can achieve flight. So too, when we go through a struggle, we can envision that what we are doing is we are becoming greater. Hashem is giving this to us so that we can grow wings and we can fly and we can reach our perfection. It is a way that we can reframe the idea of the struggle instead of it being something bad or negative, but it is that which facilitates our future growth and greatness and ultimately our ability to fly forward. There is another hidden level in this pasuk. He niflois b'neinu not only can mean that it is wondrous in our eyes, but he niflois b'neinu can also mean hidden from us. And that is to say, I don't need to know why, or what it's for, or what is going to happen. I realize Hashem has a much better understanding of the world and how it works, and where I need to be, and where my family needs to be, and what we need to go through. And I can say, Me'eis Hashem hois zois, that which I'm experiencing now is coming from Hashem and has reasons and significance well beyond anything I can understand. He niflois beinenu, it is beyond our comprehension. It's hidden from my eyes, and it is well beyond anything that I can conceive of at the moment. And that will lead us to another level, where we'll be able to say Nagila v'nismecha boy. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to exploring that final step of Nagila v'nismecha boy that comes from the statement of Zeh hayoim also Hashem next week. And in the meantime, remember, all that we experience, whether it be good or whether it be challenging, Hashem, and it is both niflois, that it is wondrous, and it is also hidden from us, the true meaning of it, and we know and we can rest assured that it is for our benefit.